Close observation just across the River Thames from the Houses of Parliament, the scene of so many of Johnson's recent victories. Only a few weeks ago, he was telling journalists how he was still shaking hands with people, some of them patients in hospital. But that was before current restrictions, before the death toll started to accelerate. And now Johnson, like so many others across the UK, have to put their faith in one thing: modern medicine. In his absence, Johnson's designated deputy, Dominic Raab, and the rest of the cabinet are debating when to lift the lockdown that's costing British businesses billions of dollars. After facing criticism for failing...
Welcome to Vision for the Nation. Welcome to Vision for the Nation. Welcome to Vision for the Nation. Welcome to Vision for the Nation.
Marching down the street with branches of trees, expressing our grievances. Everybody knows that green is for peace, calling our government to address our needs. Before we know it, them French soldiers come. They try to stop us, they shoot us with guns. My brother and Betty fell on the ground. The soldiers came on him, I heard him shouting, let's stand for a right. Don't give up the fight. Their children unite and stand for your right. Let's stand for a right. Don't give up the fight. Their children unite and stand for your right. You're teaching me in French, but I'm an Englishman. Judging me in French, but I'm an Englishman. You can't speak English, I can't speak French, yet you are leader on an English land. I don't know what the government is thinking about, but half of the story has never been told. You know education is better than gold. Before they killed him, I heard him say, let's stand for our right. Don't give up the fight. Their children unite and stand for your right. Let's stand for our right. Don't give up the fight. Their children unite, oh, and stand for your right. Oh. faith and curse. Who Jah bless, no man faith and curse. So brother, sister, mama, papa, make we come together and do that keep in silence and you think that you're free. And when the rain falls, it fall on every house. And when the fire burn, it burn on every house. So let's stand for a right. Don't give up the fight. Jah children unite and stand for your right. Don't give up the fight. Don't give up the fight. Jah children unite and stand for your right. We're marching down the street with branches of trees, expressing our grievances. Everybody knows that green is for peace, calling at needs. Before we know it, them friends soldiers come. They try to stop us, they shoot us with guns. My brother ran, but he fell on the ground. The soldiers came on him, I heard him shouting, let's stand for a right. Don't give up the fight. Jah children unite and stand for your right. Let's stand for a right. Don't give up the fight. Jah children unite and stand for your right. You're teaching me in French, but I'm an Englishman. Judging me in French, but I'm an Englishman. You can't speak English, I can't speak French. Yet you are leader on an English land. I don't know what the government is thinking about, but half of the story has never been told. You know education is better than gold. Before they killed him, I heard him say, let's stand for our right. Don't give up the fight. Jah children unite and stand for your right. Let's stand for our right. Don't give up the fight. Jah children unite, oh, and stand for your right. Oh. Who Jah bless, no man faith and curse. Who Jah bless, no man faith and curse. So brother, sister, mama, papa, make we come together and do that keep in silence and you think that you're free. And when the rain falls, it fall on every house. And when the fire burn, it will burn on every house. So let's stand for a right. Don't give up the fight. Jah children unite and stand for your right. Don't give up the fight. Don't give up the fight. Jah children unite and stand for your right.
Hello and welcome to Vision for the Nation. Good day. I am Danny MC, and you're welcome again to Vision for the Nation. Hope you had a good day, a good weekend, a good, day, and while you stay safe at home. It's once more nice to come to you on this set for you, the viewers out there. Revolutionary greetings to you. Just to say, be encouraged at this moment. In today's show, we are discussing about, it's time for us to encourage ourselves. So once again, welcome to Vision for the Nation, and I am your host, MC Danny. In today's show, a lot of things have been happening in the weeks that have passed. A lot of things have been happening so much, and we want to encourage ourselves. Regardless of the situations that we face, regardless of this so-called pandemic that is around and which is causing the world to be literally on its knees, we still want to encourage ourselves. We want to encourage ourselves, number one, against what the enemy is doing. Even while this pandemic is going on and the message is spreading around the place, it does not stop La Republique to still kill our people. So we need to be aware of that, and we're still calling on our restoration forces to be on alert so that people are not being killed. And, so in this particular moment where things are very trying and very challenging, I know it's not an easy thing to be at home. That is the case all around the world where government are asking their citizens to stay at home. It is a very challenging time, but it is time we want to encourage ourselves that regardless of what is going on, let us keep the dream alive. Let us not be deterred by what is going on. And like we know, a lot of people have been killed, way more by this wicked regime that we know of La Republique than even this COVID-19, as far as we know. So yes, we want to stay safe, but we want to also be on alert, because there is a more dangerous enemy, more dangerous than COVID-19, than coronavirus, that is out there, and that is La Republique, who are seriously attacking our people. Now, we are on the quest for our total independence. We have it already. We are working towards it being recognized. Please, let's not be deceived that, somebody is going to come and give us independence. We are mainly recognizing our, we are mainly working towards the recognition of our independence. We have declared it, and now we're working towards that. And obviously, we are waiting for La Republique on the negotiation table, which they are supposed to be there. Whatever is still keeping them from coming, well, that's their business. But all we know is that we're expecting them to be on that table for us to discuss the terms of our separation. Anyway, I don't want to go so much into that. I think that will be for another show, for another day. But in this hard and trying moment where people are at home, some people are actually even sick. A lot of people are even dying because they're not even able to get medical attention at this time. So, these are trying moments, and this is a time where you want to call somebody, you want to encourage somebody out there, you want to pass a message to say, hey, hang on in there. We've seen worse than this, and we will also make it through. So it's time really that we begin to encourage each other. It's time we begin to fight this fight to see it to an end. So yes, one thing we must also be aware is that La Republique is not sleeping. Their evil government sadly is not sleeping. There's a lot of chaos right now in their camp, in their territory, with all the things that are happening as well there. But they are still not sleeping, because there are higher powers that want us to bow, and that want us not to obtain the recognition of our total independence. So we need to be aware that the enemy is still out there. The Bible says that while men slept, while men slept, the enemy came around and sowed bad seeds. So we don't want to be in a position where, while we've been forced to be at home and all the like, or we're being advised, let me put it more like that, that we stay on alert. We have to be alert, because they will still be planning something. We must also be strategizing. So this is a time where we can retreat, we can strategize, and we can begin to look how we take things further. So ladies and gentlemen, if you hear my voice and you want to give a call, the lines are open. You can make the call. Remember, we are accepting only WhatsApp calls, so if you want to call, make sure that you're using your WhatsApp. So another thing that I learned just I think a few days ago or so, not too long, a few hours, let me say more so, is that I heard that in Bamenda, in the northern zone of Ambazonia, that there was a plane flying and spraying out some product or something. Now please, be more watchful, be more careful. It's either a plan by the enemy to make you feel that there is something they are spreading in the air so that you stay more at home, locked and not wanting to go out, and then they can move on to do what they want, or they are actually spraying something very dangerous, which we have to be careful. In any case, I think I call on all people out there to watch out, to investigate, and to find out so that we know exactly what is being done. We need intelligence in this aspect. So that's something that please reach out to those responsible if you have those information, so that we are very much aware of what they were spraying over in the air. Another thing is that there's no vaccination. So if anybody is coming to vaccinate or saying that they're coming for vaccination against corona disease, please fight it with the utmost strength that you have against it, because there's no such thing at this time. So please don't be deceived by the media or by anybody. There's no such thing outside. At least as far as I know, Italy, where where this pandemic, so-called pandemic, has highly hit a lot of people. Many people have died. We've not heard that Italy is receiving any vaccinations as such. So we should be very much aware. There are dubious people out there. There are all sorts of things out there, because people have evil plans which we must be aware of, and they will use the opportunity for anything to do whatever they want to achieve. Now, a lot of discouragement is going on in this revolution at this time, where sadly some activists have come out to say the opposite of what the revolution is gearing towards, and they are doing everything to bring some people down. They are literally doing all their best, saying all kind of things against people and against those who are leading the revolution, or at least those that we've entrusted to lead us in these times like this. So please be aware. Do not be fooled by people who will come out and then begin to talk about people that at least you see them doing things. So we should be very careful, because that is something that the devil uses so mightily, the enemy uses so mightily to discourage us, so that we'll be more focused on fighting these people, on battling with them, using up our energy to counteract what they are saying, to do all sorts of stuff. Not to say that it's not important, but it has to be strategic, and we should be very careful, because if not, you will lose focus and you'll be spending this valuable time that you have right now to go after such people at times that doesn't make sense. So please be so much focused on seeing the revolution come to an end by we obtaining our total independence. That is what we are fighting for. So do not be discouraged by people, whatever you hear out there. Remember the focus. Remember what we are fighting for, and stay there. Stay on the target. Stay on what you know that is our fight. What is our quest? Our total independence. That is what should be in your mind. Because there's a statement that a comrade of ours, made, and which is very, very interesting. He says, I will quote him, "I do not follow people, but I follow ideas." Okay? I follow the ideas and not the people. We should be in that position where we look at the policies, we look at the concepts, we look at the strategies, we look at what is being placed forward in front of us, analyze it, and follow those ideas, and not be in the habit of following people because they've said A or B, or they've castigated others. We should be very mindful, and we should be very careful of what we follow, those who follow, those who listen to. So please, ladies and gentlemen, do not be deceived by the so many who will come out and castigate others and make them look bad, especially those are leading this revolution, have proven track record that they are doing a good job. So please let us be aware of that. I don't want to go calling names. I don't call names in this show. That's not my purpose. I want to encourage us to be more focused on our revolution. Focus on we obtaining our total independence, because that is a God-given mandate and assignment that we have, and we have to stay focused on that. So, ladies and gentlemen, That is just to, just to give you an introduction, or just to encourage us in this aspect. We want to also encourage those, the elderly, in this time, to stay safe as much as possible, and because they could easily be infected by any disease. So it's not only about coronavirus disease. We want to care. Please cater for those that you can. Cater for them, support them. Those who in this particular time are lacking with food or whatever, with resources, with finances, anything that you can help with, please do so, and the Lord will continue to bless you. We remember this is a God-given revolution. I mean, God ordained revolution, and we are fighting because we know certainly that God has ordained it, and we will obtain this total independence. It's nice. Okay, I'm just trying to look at comments here. I want to just go back to some of the things that, from the time we started the show here on ABC Amba TV, some of the things that you sent in as comments, some of the things that were said about the vision for our nation. I'm just going to go pick up some randomly. 1 second. I'll just pick up some messages randomly that people have sent in, and that people had shared in the past. So if you just give me a moment. Okay. Let me see. Okay, somebody had said Ambazonia is the land where everybody is somebody and Jesus is Lord. I like that statement. I don't know why I landed on it, but yes, where everybody is somebody and Jesus is Lord. When you make him Lord of your life, you make him Lord of our nation. If God is in control, certainly he will see us through every trial, every challenges, every so-called epidemic or whatever it is. God will certainly see us through. Okay. Well, this person had said, yes, sir, we, Ambazonia on ground zero, at this moment are ready to sacrifice everything to achieve our freedom. But unfortunately, shame to some of our brothers calling themselves frontline leaders because of selfish and egoistic reasons are dragging us back and delaying our arrival to Boya. Shame to them. We shall kick them out of the moving train. Good one there. Remember, I am sending, there have been a lot of people writing to me. Some of these things have been saving them. So I'm just trying to go through some of them to encourage ourselves in this time. Some of the things that we had said. Remember, the line is also open. So if you want to call, and then give a comment, that's fine. Somebody said, good day, sir. I see Ambazonia with so many companies and thousands employed. That is really the Ambazonia we're looking forward to. An Ambazonia that is wealthy, it's rich, its people are employed, its people are active, and they are rich as well. That is a society we are looking at. Not to say that there will not be some failures, some weaknesses, but the ultimate is that we want that's what we want to see, an Ambazonia where people are employed. The unemployment rate is so low, so many rich people, companies, and really, people who are loyal to their nation. That is one important thing that we want to see in Ambazonia. Not just about being rich and so on, but being loyal. Because when you are loyal to your nation, you're loyal to your people, you will cater for them. Even if you are a billionaire, you are rich as whatever, you will be more out there for the people. So that is what we want for the people. We want for Ambazonia, people who care for people as well. So please, let that be something that stirs your heart. That is where you want, the nation, Ambazonia, to be like. Somebody was writing about corruption. I don't want to go into that. Okay. Okay. So good evening, Mr. Danny MC. Yeah, he gave his name. Writing makes sense. Okay, I don't know what he's saying. Okay, from McKinney. Future ambassadors should be ruled by the young. We don't want a situation whereby the old who need to retire will be crowding positions. You know, there's a saying that the young shall grow. The young shall grow. So we need young, vibrant people who have lots to offer. And I agree with that. We need people who are vibrant and who have a lot to offer. Not to say that we should not care for those who are older. In fact, we need to learn a lot of wisdom from the old. We need to learn a lot of wisdom from the elderly. And remember that in their youth and in their time that they lived before that age, they have been the ones sustaining the government by working and paying their taxes and stuff like that. So in their old age, we need to take care of them as well. So I think that is something hopefully the government will also be looking into it, to make sure that the elderly are well treated and well catered for. Because one day you and I will surely be in that state. That is if you've not passed on before then. But whatever the case, you know, nobody can live young forever. So yes, while it's important that we have people who are young ruling the nation, people who at least are very mature ruling the nation and with a more vibrance, we don't want to forget the elderly. We need to consult them time and again, gain from their wisdom. There's something. Many people think that, you know, because somebody is old, then it means they have nothing. No, that's a big mistake. They know a lot. I mean, eventually, if I consider myself, what I know now and the way I behave and the things I do, it's not the same when I was much younger. Some things might be similar, but they are not the same. I think now I'm a bit more wiser than when I was younger. There are some things I do a little bit different right now than when I was younger. Why? Because as you grow, you gain wisdom, you gain knowledge. So as you grow on, you know, you begin to gather more wisdom. So those who are older, they've seen things that you and I might not have seen. And sometimes it's just important to tap into that wisdom. I don't know why I'm speaking like this, but I think it's important we remember the elderly, because we need to love them and show them our respect. And you know, that is also something even in this revolution. We need to show respect for those who are elderly, for those who have something or to say, who have been there and who can give us solid advice. So good point there from the comrade. This is some months back. Some of these comments I'm reading here, but just to encourage ourselves, you know, just to encourage ourselves. This revolution is God ordained, and we will certainly see the total independence come. I am so convinced, and I'm very sure that a lot of people have the same in mind, because it's something God, in most of the cases you will hear people have individual revelations or some divine encounter regarding our independence. So that's why I'm so confident, and that is why I keep pushing on and I keep standing firm. Even on this platform, you know, to encourage ourselves that we can make it. God has blessed us with so much in our land. So yes, you know, there is a lot out there. Ambazonia will be a great place. It will be a place of reference, you know, a place where people want to be there, a place whose constitution is well formed, you know, fearing God even in it. I mean, having wisdom that comes out of it. It will be a place where, you know, like the Bible talk about the nation of Israel flowing with milk and honey. That I believe strongly that it's a place that God is going to give us. Amen. Okay, let me pick up this call. Hello, good evening, and welcome to Vision for the Nation. How are you doing today? Hello? Hello? Okay, sorry, ladies and gentlemen, that call did not connect for some reason. Sometimes that happens with WhatsApp, so please just bear with me. Okay, so I'm just trying to look comments and look at comments also that people might have written. Just a moment. Okay, I'll keep just scanning through some comments today. Okay, there's this call that's coming in. Hello, good evening, and welcome to Vision for the Nation. How are you doing today? One second. Hello? Okay. Okay. So I'll read another one and say, hi, Danny. My vision on Ambazonia, I foresee a very successful democracy and economically developed Ambazonia, for this is a God-ordained revolution. Oh, sorry, I missed that call. I was hoping that I'll pick it before by the time I finish reading this. Yeah, so, this person said, I foresee a successful democracy and economically developed Ambazonia, but this is a God-ordained revolution. That's a great comment indeed. Somebody says, talk about practical education and technology, not just letter writing, and that's very important. We want things that are practical, things that are in fostering the economy, and I'm very sure that the Department of Education is really working on that, and there's a lot in store. But whatever the case, while we are in the war front, we need to, keep on looking at what we're going for. That's why we have Vision for the Nation, just to encourage us to plan ahead, to look ahead, and to also encourage ourselves to establish our dream ahead. The Bible says, make the vision plain, write it down. That's kind of what we are doing. We are making it plain. What is it we want to achieve? What is it that you want to see in Ambazonia? So that's why we are writing some of these things. That's why we are saying some of these things, to encourage ourselves so that we can see the future. And it becomes more clearer where we are going to, so that we are not left behind. For some reason, I'm not having many calls from Ground Zero today. I've learned that whenever our shows are coming up, they cut the lights off. La Republique always doing their tricks there to cut off the lights so that people are not able to call, people are not able to be connected to these shows. But whatever the case, God is still in control. The people still hear it, the people still follow it. So whatever they do is just a wasting of energy and wasting of time and resources and money. And the one thing that amazes me with with this wicked regime of La Republique is the fact that they know very well that at the end of this fight, at the end of the day, they will still have to sit on the table. They will still have to negotiate and discuss with us. They will still have to come to terms, and we will still have to separate. So why waste lives? Why waste resources? Why waste so much energy? And I'll tell you the answer. Because some of these people are in the occultic societies that gives them laws, so they don't think humanly. But whatever the case, we have a God that is greater. And that's why we are fighting this battle. And that's why we are pursuing the just cause. And we will get it, because it's a God-ordained revolution. It's a God-ordained battle. And the battle is ours. It's the Lord's battle, and we have got the victory. So do not be deterred. Do not be discouraged. Do not allow anything to discourage you. In fact, this is a moment while we are all staying at home to reflect back, reassess what has been happening, and then re-strategize how we go forward. And also, please, let's not be caught up by all these so much talkings and so much, wasting our energy to be writing and replying people long, WhatsApp. Sometimes I see some people write some very long messages, and I ask myself, when did they have the time to really write all these long messages, to either castigate, to defend here and there, This is a waste of energy. You can be focused and do something more productive with your time. That is what we need to focus ourselves. Please don't get me wrong. There's a time for everything. The Bible says there's a time for everything. So there's a time where you need to respond. So if you have to and you sense you really have to, yes, but that should not be your daily style. It should not be something you want to answer to everybody. You know, somebody said, you know, if you're going to stop at every barking dog, you're never going to arrive at your destination, because by the time they answer, well, you say, hey, you know, what do you mean? And you think, who do you think you are? You're going, then you want to move and say, who? Then you turn again to this other one. You start talking. Before you reach your destination, you might arrive after hours and hours. In fact, you will arrive maybe 100 times multiplied what time you ought to take to be there. So please, I encourage ourselves to stay focused. Stay focused in this time. You know, let us encourage ourselves. Call somebody. Call somebody. You know, call somebody and speak to, call your parents. Call those that you've not talked for a while. Encourage them as well. You know, and as Ambazonians, let's encourage ourselves. You know, stop spending so much time on WhatsApp, just saying things that doesn't make sense. Because by the time you speak with these individuals, it will be totally different from all those chatting. Because you know, when you're writing, sometimes you write something, nobody even reads it. Or maybe out of 100, just 2 people read it. So what profit does it profit you? And those people who already maybe don't even have an answer for you, or do not even bother about what you're writing. So, you know, just to encourage ourselves, let us stay focused, stay on the mark. We have an enemy out there. We have a so-called pandemic that is coming out, and I know our region, our regions are not affected. The Republic is just trying to force. You know, the other day I learned that they were saying, hey, there's one person that has been affected by the disease and blah blah, and only to turn out that, well, this person is not in the region. You know, so it's, we don't know whatever trick they are playing, but that is not our concern. You know, our concern at this moment is, how do we make the enemy come to the table and discuss our terms of separation, the conditions, and there's a table. They are supposed to be there. They should go there. They should be there. You know, they're having more and more pressure, and more pressures will come, because this is the time we will have to refire and put back some energy inside it. So if La Republique thinks that, oh, because the lockdown is there, we're then going to, be relaxed and discouraged and forget the show, no, forget it. And please, these people are very tactical. They will want to use the so-called lockdown, in houses, to come and try to enforce their ideas or their pressure or whatever it is, to force us to abandon the revolution. No, we should not. We should not give them that chance, not even 1 second. We should not give them that chance. One moment. Hello, good evening, and welcome to Vision for the Nation. How are you doing today? Oh, okay. For some reason, I missed that call. You know, so yes, I was saying that we should not give them any chance, because it's very likely that they want us. I mean, let's be honest, we don't have a case of coronavirus so far in Ambazonia. I mean, it might be, but it's not official. There's nothing really there in terms of official. Yes, we are taking preventive measures. Please don't get me wrong. We're taking preventive measures. We're doing all we can. But the enemy will try to bring out cases that maybe are not, or make decrees that are not, or give reports of things that are not, so that they will be able to come in while we are locked down and we relax. So we should be very careful. This is a time where, while we are watching out to stay safe and following guidelines and all the like, we have still got to be on so much alert. And really, this is also to go to the fighters to say, please do not be discouraged. You are on the battlefront. In these nations, for example, in Italy, in America, all other places, their military forces are instead active out there. It will be surprising you think they'll stay at home. No, they are on the streets. Whatever they are doing, they are something else. But they are on the streets. So our restoration fighter should not also draw back and say, hey, everybody, no. They have a different responsibility than other people. So I want to encourage those who are defending the land to defend the land, because La Republique is still killing people. They are not stopping. Do not think that COVID-19, do not be deceived that COVID-19 is making them to retreat. They are not retreating. So we must not retreat as well. We must instead increase our defense at this moment. Because when people stay at home, there's almost no defense. It's, it's kind of like they are not aware or they're not alert on things that's happening. So we have to be more alert out there than ever. So ladies and gentlemen, do not be deceived by any works of our enemy. Do not be deceived. Don't let anybody to deceive you at this moment. Okay. So it's also time that we put our trust in God. We have been saying it time and time and again that this is a God-ordained revolution. It's a God-ordained revolution, and God has given us that total independence we are fighting for. It's just a matter of time for it to realize itself. We should honor Him. We should look up to Him. In this time, we need to reflect. Pray more. Pray for Ambazonia. See what God is saying. Share it out there when you're very sure that this is what God is saying. Encourage yourself in the Lord. Okay, just a moment. Hello, good evening, and welcome to Vision for the Nation. How are you doing today?
Good evening, sir. I'm fine. I'm enjoying the vision today.
Okay, thank you.
I'm calling from Ground Zero.
Oh, okay, that's good. Good to hear your voice. So, what contribution do you have, or what message do you have to encourage our people out there?
Actually, I'm calling from Boya, and
Okay.
I stand on my point to say those groups in diaspora should be dissolved because we should support an institutions and not groups of persons.
Mm-hmm.
Dr. Sako can leave the IG.
Sir, we are not here. We are not here to call names, and I'm going to shut off this call if you are going to insist on that. We want to encourage our people,
Okay.
so I'm going to sadly disappoint you on that note. We are here to encourage our people, and I'm not going to cut you short except you give me reason to. But we are not here to call names. Since you've heard me speak here, I'm not calling people's name because I'm very mindful,
Yes,
and I'm very careful. Yeah.
It's understood, sir. It's
Yeah.
understood.
So what message do you have for our people at this moment? There's a time for that. Yeah.
Okay, sir. What I will encourage our people is that they should dip their hands right in their pocket
Okay.
to contribute to their local government areas and their counties.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Okay.
And then I will also advise our people that they should stay home.
Mm-hmm.
They should be very technical with these La Republic agents
Okay.
because this coronavirus, they will use the advantage of coronavirus to inflict more pains on our people.
Mm-hmm.
Therefore, for those that tell us they should do everything possible to provide our friends,
Mm-hmm.
our citizens, with
With masks or things like that can help. Mm-hmm.
Materials.
Yes.
We should provide them with these materials.
Mm-hmm.
We have telos all over Ambazonians. We need their assistance now.
Yeah. Good point.
Let our fighters also stay safe because this is the time they will trace them.
Yeah.
They should be so technical
Mm-hmm.
with whom they are discussing, whether in homeland or in diaspora.
Mm-hmm.
They should be very, very technical and vigilant now. This is the time they will track them. This is the highest time because they know that with coronavirus, they will run from bridges and come to town because they may be sick and eventually go to the hospital.
Yeah.
So they should be technical at this time now. I will equally encourage my people
Mm-hmm.
that we should leave Amazonia. We should pray for our frontline leaders
Mm-hmm.
that may the good Lord guide our leaders to take us through to reach Boya. That's what I have for our people.
Okay. Thank you so much.
you, sir.
Thank you so much. I really enjoy your points there, and you stay blessed. Yeah. Okay.
You're welcome, sir.
Okay. Good point there from our comrades. He raised a really serious point about fighters, how La Republique will try in this moment to trace them. Now, if you ask everybody to stay at home, or let me say you succeed to get them to stay at home, anything that moves outside is then suspected, isn't it? So you think about that. That's why, it is not them that are giving the tune or the leading. They are not the ones who are not dancing to their tune. They are not the one giving the lead to us. So we have to be careful. We have to be watchful. And also, we should be mindful of what we put out there and what we believe in. That's why, the interim government has got a very big responsibility. They seem like the other groups that are doing the rightful things out there, should be on the forefront to work with these restoration forces to ensure our safety, to ensure the safety of our people. And I'm very confident that they are doing that. I don't want to go into to be talking about those things because this show is not for that. But you get my point. Okay? One moment. Hello, good evening and welcome to Vision for the Nation. How are you doing today? Hello? Oh, sadly I missed that. Okay, 1 second. Hello? Hello, good evening. Welcome to Vision for the Nation. How are you doing today? Hello?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I
can
can
inform you that the government that there are 4 cases of coronavirus. The government today is that 4 cases of coronavirus is in the southwest region of Colombo, the Douglas Zone.
Hello?
Have you gotten me?
Yeah, go ahead. You are breaking, so I wasn't getting you well. You can come again. Hello?
Yeah, I'm saying that coronavirus in the south.
Okay, I can't get that person so well. I have another caller here. Hello? Okay, whatever it is, I was hearing the caller saying something about coronavirus in the southwest. We don't know that until we get the right confirmation. We don't know that. As far as I'm concerned, I haven't heard of any news, just hearing this. But I think if there's anything, we will hear subsequently and it will be confirmed. But please be careful. We should not just hear news and just confirm that it is the case, because there was almost a similar thing last week that occurred. And it was almost a similar thing that occurred, and then it turned out that it was not coronavirus. Okay. Hello? Hello? Okay, this call for some reason is not going through. Well, as I was saying last week, there's this funny story of this lady who was supposed to have had coronavirus, and then the people who are, trying to follow up to, the doctors and stuff like that, who were trying to follow up and so on. It turned out that she was not even living in the northern zone, although I guess it's an Amazonia or so. And then at the end of the day, she didn't want to cooperate, or she didn't. So the story doesn't tie up so well until there was an interview, and this person said it, that they tried to reach to her, the experts and stuff, but she didn't turn up. So it's a bit kind of suspicious for me in a way. So I can't really say what it is, and I don't know about any case in Southwest. Maybe it is, but whatever. But whatever the case, don't let that frighten you, and let's be careful with manipulation of news, because you don't know how is it tested, So, but in everything, we want to have preventive measures. It's possible it can be there. There could be 1 or 2 cases, but as far as we know officially, there's none. So I don't want to confirm on something I don't know about. 1 second there. Hello, good evening, and welcome to Vision for the Nation. Hi. Oh, okay, sorry. Sorry about that. Okay, sorry about that. Those calls will not be going through. But thank you so much for those calls. Thanks for the advice. Just like our comrade was saying, that for the fighters, please be very vigilant, because they will, the enemy want to use this time right now to to fish you out. So we should really, really be careful. Very, very strong advice to our fighters. In fact, right now we should encourage our fighters, those that are on the ground, to be more vigilant. Because right now, La Republique, when they don't see anybody outside, the next person they see, they will just believe maybe it's a fighter, and that person could be gunned down. So we want to be very careful. But at the end of the day, we are not going to follow their rules because they are not ruling us. So please listen to what the government of the Republic of Ambazonia, the IG at the moment, is giving you. Follow the guidelines and stay tuned. Don't be deceived. Follow the ABC here on our channel. You know, Secretary Chris always comes with valid and vital information. So please follow the guidelines because that is the mouthpiece of the IG. So you want to stay tuned for that and for your, for your directives in these times like this. But anyway, we want to encourage ourselves. We want to encourage ourselves not to give up even in this time, because the possibility of the fact that people are at home, people can become discouraged, or they become bored, or don't know what to do. And just to say, for next week, we are going to be dealing with a topic called being creative in this COVID-19, or let me say in this time of COVID-19, how to be creative. And I want to get your comments. I want you to prepare for that show. This is not a show for it, so please, nobody should call asking about, what do we do in terms of creativity and stuff like that. That is for next week. So please think of, the kind of things that people can be doing at home. Can also be things for the children, for the sick, whatever it is, the creativity. Let's begin to put our heads together and start thinking, because there might be somebody out there who is so bored, or in this particular time they don't know what to do, they're locked down, there's nowhere to go, or they just don't know what to do. Maybe a message from you could be something that will help them to go through this moment with ease, or without so much pain, or without so much boredom, because there's the likelihood that such things will happen. Yeah, so that will be next week's topic. So you want to stay tuned. You want to, next week on Wednesdays, I am here at 8 p.m. Amber time, so watch out for that topic. Hello, good evening, and welcome to Vision for the Nation. How are you doing today?
I'm fine, and you?
I'm blessed, thank you.
Okay.
So what contribution do you have for us today? Hello? Sorry, I missed that call. Hopefully the person can call again. It looks like this, like I said before, many people have not been calling. Lights must be cut off by now, which is the usual thing that they kind of do. But whatever the case, lots of people are still watching, and it will not stop us from moving on with our revolution. But thanks those who have tried to call, even though they didn't get through. Thank you so much for the call. I'm quite delighted to have you. And also thanks to all those on Ground Zero and even the diaspora here who keep writing to encourage me regarding this show, who keep calling to give me some thumbs up, and who give ideas in the background. I can tell you the majority of people who contact me for this show is from Ground Zero, and you cannot believe the number. It's just so many people, and they're sometimes not able to keep up because it's challenging going through all the text messages, the WhatsApp, and responding. But yes, people are really, really connected. And just to say, we are being watched all over sub-Saharan Africa. So that's a big landscape that we are also being watched. So thank you so much, you who is not on Ambazonia but in the spirit. Thanks to our comrade from Barros land. Thanks for those in Ghana, we had, I think it was not Senegal, I've forgotten one of the countries that somebody called on the show. We've had people who have been writing me in the background from different countries. So yes, we are being watched in so many places, as well as on YouTube. If you search for Vision for the Nation, you can find it there, and also on Facebook, if you search for ABC Ambazonians, that is for ABC Amba TV. So yes, we are being watched all over the place. And also, please, in this time, do share the videos that we are doing, our production. Share it, encourage somebody, even after the show. share the videos, share it on Facebook, on WhatsApp, the link. Just share, it will not hurt you. And I'm sure that I am speaking some things that are going to really help people out there. It's really time that we focus. We have to think of people who need encouragement right now. Like one of the comrades said, and I said it before, we need to encourage our fighters. We need to give them strategies if we can, or whatever it is that we can help. Hello, good evening, and 1 second there. Sorry, I missed those calls. Hello, good evening, and welcome to Vision for the Nation. How are you doing today?
Good evening, all.
Yeah, good evening.
How for you?
I'm blessed, thank you.
Okay, how for Vision for the Nation?
Yeah, it's going on well, as you can see.
The door open, I never even know the topic.
Okay, the topic will. Yeah, the topic now time for encourage ourselves. Okay. So now just about encouraging ourselves.
It's a very good topic.
Thank you. Yeah. So you.
If I say more, encourage ourselves. You the when I be aware of what the past for boy about the ADF. Ibube camp. How them they work at the catch people them, they work at the worry people them. I wanna just encourage that boy we don't take charge at a place because that boy there so dance so all that boy them they work fine. No wanna encourage them very well.
Okay. Okay, thank you. Thank you so much for that information. Yeah.
They will not encourage them. He will worry.
Worry, okay, thank you.
Group them today from Bamgendran, Bamzaru. Now group them where they work at the worry na civilian them. So if I say me wanna encourage that camp, that shasha camp, may put down all that boy them where they worry people them, may they take them all.
Okay, I'm be sure say the IG they look into that, but thanks for informing. And if we therefore inform the people that they be responsible directly, that would be good.
All right, if I say me inform them because I really get now your number. How I like your program.
Okay, no problem.
I like your face.
Anyway, thank you. Yes, I'll try for pass the information then.
All right, thank you.
Okay, stay blessed. Yeah. Okay, bye. Interesting comment there. As I was saying, and the comrade was saying, it's really time for us to encourage our fighters on ground zero, and also to encourage our leaders. Call them up, encourage them. You see, sometimes people don't understand that those who are leading are facing heavy bullets, are facing heavy challenges, and that they themselves need encouragement. I cannot tell you how many times people have encouraged me concerning this very show. So many times, so many times, to keep it consistent. And even though, yes, that's what I want to do, it's a sacrifice, which is not easy, but just the encouragement makes me to know that people love what I'm doing. They are passionate with Ambazonia, and I'm also passionate. So it helps me to keep coming on, and I'll do my best as much as I can to be on here regularly. But anyway, the main point here is encourage those you can, because if we don't encourage ourselves, do we expect the enemy to come and encourage us? Do you expect the enemy like Republic to come and say, Amber boys, you guys are doing great, keep up fighting us very strongly, you're doing so well? Do you expect that? No, you don't expect that from them, but you expect us to call them, to support them, to dig our hands deep into our pockets, support our local LGAs, and for the defense, for what they need to do. Because I can tell you there has been a big difference since the defense has taken to the level of the local people, that has been kind of distributed. You can disagree with me, whatever the case. The truth is that if something is working, then let it continue to work, except that it has an evil purpose. So we want to encourage our fighters, and I just want to say, if you're a fighter, you're listening to me, please be encouraged. What you are doing for motherland, it's vital, and you are the great heroes. You are the guys that are really, really, to be saluted with honor, because you go out there defending your people, and you put your life at risk for others. So thank you so much, and kudos. And also for those okay, 1 second. Hello, good evening, and welcome to Vision for the Nation. How are you doing today? Hello.
Once again, good evening, Mr. Danny,
Yeah, good evening.
the visionary.
Hello.
Good evening, sir.
Yeah, good evening. How are you doing?
This is Danny, the visionary of the Vision for the Nation, okay?
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, come on, yeah. I know you always send me a link.
Okay.
I am Maitre Nicon from the Netherlands.
Okay.
Yeah. You know, actually, I love your program, and there's something that about you and I still admire about it, because you're a bad guy. Not only a bad guy, the program you present is presenting a very, very wide vision to our nation. Of course, I told you during my first appearance or like contribution to your program.
Okay.
Look, we Southern Carolinians, we are very, very intelligent people. Very intelligent to an extent. You know, one thing that is killing us, not killing us, is
Slowing us, maybe.
Is dividing us, that everybody want to be at that number one position. This is what is killing us. And you people at this very platform, there is something that you could have even addressed publicly to the view of your wide viewers. You know, we lost confidence in this channel is, you know, there is a MTT behind. MTT behind, which means my trip to where behind, which is Sako. Listen, excuse me.
Yeah, okay, go ahead.
Whether it's directly linked to, excuse me, hello?
Yeah, I'm listening. Go ahead.
Whether this program is directly linked to him or not, but there could have been a time that this very, very, very platform could have called that program to the public attention, because people listen to you, people call you, people ask questions, and there are questions that they could have been asked, but they cannot ask them to you.
Yeah, that's true. That's the point.
So, yeah. And then these questions could have been directed to Sako or his cabinet.
Okay.
But now, prime member of his cabinet, they call them, whether it's Agyawang or John Agyawang.
Okay,
or,
can I cut you there, please?
No.
Yes. Let me cut you. Let me cut you there.
Can you just permit me?
You will continue, right? You will continue, but just listen to me.
Can you just permit me say my point?
No, you will continue. You will continue your point, but let me make a point clear, right? No. See, I don't
and then I'm just trying to naming people that these are the guys that on this very platform that is so widely attended or listened to.
Yes.
You could have invited them to come and answer questions that Southern California want to hear answers from them.
Yeah.
The point here is that for a number of years, people have been asking. Somebody introduced a program like the AIP, the acting interim president, Sako. He introduced a program or project called MTTB.
Yeah.
And he promised that if I don't take you to Boya, I will step down.
Okay. I think. Wait. I will have to stop. I will have to stop you here. No, I have to stop you here. Well, listen to me. No, you listen now to me. No. Listen to me.
Ask my question, please.
Yeah, no. Listen to me. We are on the topic.
Okay, please.
Listen.
The problem is that
Can you be quiet? Can you just be quiet? Let me speak. I have not cut you, and I'm not going to cut you. So if you allow me to speak, right, then you can continue speaking. But this is the point, right? Number one, on this show right now, we are speaking about encouraging ourselves in these times like this. When you bring topics like my trip to Boya and you bring all these other topics, right, it's kind of taking us out of the topic. But you've made a very important point, though. Your point that you've made, which I see very well with you, is the fact of calling some people on this platform and also, asking a question. Now, this is the issue. This platform is not meant to be pointing to people and calling them and calling names, right? And then secondly, let me land. Let me land. Let me land. Then you.
Again, we are going to bed.
No. Let me land and you will continue. You let me land. Yeah.
You don't want me to.
No. You will continue, but.
I will not.
See,
I had a question.
Listen to me. If you do not let me speak, okay, because I've let you speak. If you do not let me speak to also address some things, okay, you would think that I'll cut you off. But this is the point about my trip to Boya. It is not one time, it is not two times that I've heard Dr. Sako answer about that issue. And people keep coming with this thing over and over. And somehow I don't like it. I'm not really so pleased with the fact of coming up again with this thing and attacking people in a sense on the show, right? Now, the reason why I'm saying this is because that particular aspect has been addressed over and over and over again. And I don't like going into so many political things on this show, not that I cannot talk about it, but this is not the show for that. This is the show where I want to address the people and talk to the people. And I will hardly cut you short, but if I see that, we are discussing on a topic and people are coming with some other, topic or things that are not related, then I will not really be happy with that or really allow that.
Okay. Thank you very much, Danny. Listen.
Okay.
We say in our normal that if you not move the one that up, you cannot see the one that is under.
Okay, go ahead.
Yeah. Because it is linked to all the entire cabinet. Because one thing, what the message we are preaching here is attached to the IG, interim government, which is linked to Sako, and whereas there are questions that Sako has not answered.
No, he has answered them.
No, Mr. Danny, I thought you said I should allow you answer.
I would like us to focus. You can call me on the background, we'll talk about it, but I would like us to focus on the topic.
Excuse me, sir. I didn't call you because
can we focus?
I want to hear you address people. I call you because the audience is listening to you.
I know that very well, but I'd like us to stay on the topic.
There are issues that you could call here, and so we address them. Why have you never even done a program to say you call vision for the nation? Why can't you don't call vision to the nation? Let's address that MTVB.
Well, let me tell you something, right? I'm very careful with the topics I choose. No, listen, because this is exactly the kind of things that will come up and that will cause confusion when you bring such topic. In any case, I'll have to take other people, so I'll let you go. I think you've made your point clear.
So you want to drop me now?
Well, we've talked for long, and the other people are calling. No, I'm just telling you all honesty.
I knew that you can never conclude my topic because it is a very, very tough.
No, it's not that. See, let's be honest.
Only on your platform here.
Okay, I'm not going to be arguing with you. I'm going to drop you. I'm going to have to drop you so that I can get other people.
Please, no, listen. Building a nation, let's start from zero and transparency, please.
There is already transparency. I think there's already transparency.
Right away, please start from zero.
Okay, I will have to drop you, sir, with all honesty and with all respect. Yes. And you stay blessed.
You can never continue me because
we've already spoke for 9 minutes, and other people need to call. Okay, So when there's that show that we address something like that, then you can call up for that show.
No, already, I dropped already. So don't continue, please.
No,
Sorry.
we are still talking. You haven't dropped. Okay, you stay blessed. Oh wow, that was an interesting call. Yes, I know that many people have this thing about my trip to Boya, and the caller, I'm sure you're still following me, is saying that why is it that I have not, called maybe Dr. Sako. By the way, there will be an interview that I'm going to bring forward, but it has nothing to do with this. But anyway, why am I not bringing Dr. Sako to talk about my trip to Boya? Look, this is Vision for the Nation. I don't want to, we're not here to, there's time for that. We're not here to bring up people and start saying, hey, what did you, no. That's not the show for it. And it's a good point, but I'm not going to go into that because I know what people want to use the platform for. So I said it before. I've said it before that I'm not going to tolerate some things on this platform. Now, I don't like people calling and, and calling names and stuff. And if you think I'm just going to drop you, I'm not going to drop you. And if I'm going to drop the call, I'm going to tell you that I'm going to drop the call. So politely and in all honesty. But whatever the case, I'm not going to discuss my trip to Boya. Dr. Sako, as far as I know, has already mentioned these things, has explained it in several occasions. And so why would I want to call him to be answering things which that's not my purpose? So I don't want to get into that. And, that should not be something that I've just allowed this call this long because I don't want the caller to think that I'm here for political reasons or to cut people out. That's not what I'm here for. I'm here to encourage the people. And please, if we're discussing on a topic like that, then stay on the topic. If we're discussing about my trip to Boya, then yes, you can call. But not when we are discussing to encourage the people about what we're discussing. Good day and welcome to Vision for the Nation. How are you doing today?
No, I'm doing fine.
Oh, good to hear your voice, sir.
Yeah, thank you.
Okay.
I just called to react to the last caller who just called.
Okay, go ahead. Thank you.
Yes, though our network is not good, that's why it's breaking.
Okay.
Yes, but I just perceive that man is a little bit, he's drunk. I'm sorry for that, but that's what I perceive. He's drunk. And he has just come with a programmed mind just to be arguing without even finding out things. Really, I just love the way you even allow him to talk, but I think he should not allow himself to be brainwashed to that extent.
Yeah.
And if he's listening, let me tell him, Dr. Sako has talked over and over about my trip to Boya.
That's right.
That money was embezzled by Seseko and Co. Finish. That is the point. Period.
Anyway, thanks for the contribution and for also clarifying some of these things. The truth of the matter is that people have been going on with this stuff. Number one, the money was never the exact amount that he asked for. And then they want him to step down and all the like. I mean, I find that all ridiculous. And this is a revolution. So anyway, thanks so much for that. I appreciate that really.
Okay, thanks. It's
Okay.
just that our network is really poor.
Yeah, I
Thanks.
understand. Okay. Okay. Anyway, thanks so much. Very soon I'm going to be closing down the show for today. Hope you've had a great time. The topic is, this is time to encourage ourselves. I know, like the last caller, the one before the last caller called, raising all these topics. We want to encourage ourselves. It's not time to be going back to some things that are not that helpful at the moment. Hello, good day, and welcome to Vision for the Nation. How are you doing today? Hello? Hello?
Hello?
Yeah, good evening. Welcome to Vision for the Nation. How are you doing? You are live on ABC Amba TV.
I'm doing fine.
Okay, good.
Yeah, I love your program. My name is Aka.
Okay, welcome. How are you
I'm
doing?
calling from Gabon.
Okay, good. Good to hear your voice.
No, fine.
Okay.
Yeah, I will not talk about the the program going on, but I'll talk something a little bit different. Yeah, my program, my proposal is that this channel is a revolution channel, and we have so many videos that the ambassador, the Republic government has done to us. We could have put it on that video, passing on the video. We have so many videos. Yeah. We have so many videos so that the world should know that this thing is that these people that are not doing the same, they're not doing good in us. But you see, most of the time when I watch it, I see Al Jazeera, I see other channels, which is they're not talking about our problem.
Okay. Anyway, thanks
So
for
that's my own
the
proposal.
thanks for the proposal and for the advice. I guess they will look into it. The management will look into that. But thanks so much for calling. I appreciate
Hello?
it. Yeah, I will say thanks so much for calling. Yeah.
Okay, thanks. Good evening.
Yeah. Have a blessed day. Yeah. Okay. Bye.
Okay, thank you.
Bye.
Same.
Oh, sorry. Anyway, I was just concluding with this person. Well, thanks so much for those contributions. Just to say for the viewers out there that you know what, keep on in your prayers. Our nation, Amazonia, keep fighting the good fight, and do not be discouraged by the so-called pandemic and the things that are happening out there. Be encouraged. Yes, everybody as much as possible should do their best to stay safe. It's not just about the coronavirus, but in general, we need to always do our best to stay safe. But above everything, we should be ready to be, we should be in a position to be a help to somebody else. So, wherever you can, however you can encourage somebody, please do that and encourage them. Hello?
Yeah. And then, please let me come in again. Actually, maybe I didn't come. You're still talking to me again from the Netherlands. It's method in camp.
Yeah, I'm listening to you.
Don't just shut me up. Please, don't shut me up. This time around, please.
I'm going to have to shut you off because, it's either you talk on encouraging our people at this time, and I will not go back to that topic.
No, please, sir.
I'm going to have to cut you off. Yes, if you're not talking about encouraging our people, I don't want to argue with you. Sorry, I'll have to cut you off. So sorry about that again. I'm not going to go into any further argument with this individual that called earlier on. Please, see, we are here to encourage our people. This is what this show for today is. To encourage our people. There are many people who are discouraged right now with what La Republic is doing. Not about Sako or any other person you want to be giving name. The reason I'm just calling his name here, His Excellency Dr. Sako, is just because this person mentioned. Normally, that's not my style. But we are here to focus on the revolution. We are here to focus on seeing that we obtain our total independence. So I don't want people calling on this show to be telling me stories. No. I will not entertain it. Yes, I know very well that, some people would think, he's just talking any stories but, don't worry about that. In any case, thank you so much for all the calls. I'm going to, allow it right now because right now I think we've gone past our time, or almost our time. But that was a great show. It was a great moment. And just to say again, kudos to those who are, even in this time, fighting, to defend our land, doing their best to see that, our motherland is defended. Because there's an enemy out there that we all know. And we cannot sit back and relax and think it's all going to be all right. No. Once more, I want to say, the next time I'm doing a show, please, I will not entertain anybody who is not staying on the topic, except, and I insist, it's for some emergency information that is there to save our people. Because if you are going to be calling to be bringing argument, I'll just cut you. So Not that I'm against anybody's, like I said before, we want to follow ideas, constructive ideas, things that build our nation, and we're not here to be putting people down. I mean, I know I could talk of many people, and I respect them, but I don't use this platform to then castigate down people. That's not what we're here for. We're here to, there is time for everything. There's a place for everything. There's a place where discussions are discussed fully about the governance and the laws and rules that we set. There's place for all of that. So it's not on live shows that we come and we think we want to then, express all our anger against this. No. Let's be constructive and civil. Yes, I do know sadly there are people who are doing dangerous things, who are even killing our people, but it doesn't mean that we are not aware. So let's not be deceived. But anyway, putting that aside, I just want to say, please, Ambazonians, be encouraged in this time. You see just what I was saying? Do not be deterred by all the funny things you hear around. Do not be deterred. Because more and more will come. You think this is the end, more and more will come. But do not be deterred. Stay focused on that dream, on that vision that God has given you. Because it's a God-ordained vision. It's not man-made. It is not man-made. And I said before, if God has ordained something, do you expect those that He has not ordained to be in control? No. You will know that those who fear Him, those who have respect for Him, those who honor Him, will be the ones that He will choose to lead us. Look at Moses. He led his people. God didn't choose somebody else. Not to say I prefer a particular type of person, but what I want to say is that this is God ordained. And let God do the leadership. So, on that note, I would like to end the show today. It was so nice having each of you, and thanks for the callers who called in, even if I don't agree with some things. But thank you so much. Stay safe. God bless you. Stay strong. And you know what? Above everything, continue to pray to God. And to the children, like I always give them a message, stay strong. Keep praying. Know that one day, this thing will end and we'll be free at last. God bless you and have a blessed day. Bye for now.
Straight with branches of trees, expressing our grievances. Everybody knows that green is for peace, calling our government to address our needs. Before we know it, them French soldiers come. They try to stop us, they shoot us with guns. My brother ran, but he fell on the ground. The soldiers came on him, I heard him shouting, let's stand for a ride. Give up the fight. Their children unite and stand for your right. Let's stand for a right. Don't give up the fight. Their children unite and stand for your right. You're teaching me in French, but I'm an Englishman. Judging me in French, but I'm an Englishman. You can't speak English, I can't speak French. Yet you are leader on an English land. I don't know what the government is thinking about, but half of the story has never been told. You know education is better than gold. Before they killed him, I heard him say, let's stand for our right. Don't give up the fight. Their children unite and stand for your right. Let's stand for our right. Don't give up the fight. Their children unite, oh, and stand for your right. No man fake and curse. Who Jah bless, no man fake and curse. So brother, sister, mama, papa, make we come together and do fall on every house. And when the fire burn, will burn on every house. So let's stand for a right. Don't give up the fight. Jah children unite and stand for your right. Don't give up the fight. Don't give up the fight. Jah children unite and stand for your right.
Welcome to Vision for the Nation.